Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wal aqibatu lil muttaqin wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'anil Majid wal Furqanil Hamid. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. صدق الله العظيم. وقال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد في شان حبيبي إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. अच्छा जी, I'll quickly jump in questions because they don't let me speak. They don't even let me go 1 minute up from quarter to 1. They go on to Korkana by the mic. Aaju ji, jaldi muka. Because second Jumah as well. Look, he's still pointing at me. At the time ho gaya tada start karo for tomorrow. These guys. Yeah. Adde भी prompt को नहीं है. Prompt. Adde को नहीं press. Adde volunteers. Adde prompt को नहीं. आपको सारे. दो खलोते तो को पीछे. 3. ऐसा adde को 10 सन. तो बाकी कितने सारे? 4 5 ठीक है, कुछ hiding behind the pillar. चलो, anyways. अच्छा जी. अच्छा, I just want to go through these questions. I know some questions, some people probably think, how come some people can ask these kind of questions? People do ask these kind of questions. So just to get rid of your, any doubts even you have in your mind. Actually, this question was asked by Amar Deen. So Amar Deen is one of our volunteers. So he asked this question. He said, I just want to have clarification that does that break your fast or does that make your fast makruh? So this question is that if you gather saliva, so if you gather saliva in your mouth and take it in your throat, does that break your fast? While fasting, of course, it won't break your fast. Why? Because something which is inside, you taking it inside, that won't break your fast. It won't even make your fast makruh. It won't even make your fast makruh. Yes, I know it never happens and no one is going to do that, but it is written in our books. Anything which goes from outside in, that's not part of your body, that's not part of your inside body, that goes in, that will break your fast. This example is given. No one does that, but let me just give you an example. Just for an example, you take your saliva out and put it in your palm and now take it in. No one does that, but that will break your fast. Why? Because as soon as it comes out, it's not part of your body. Now you take it in, that will break your fast. If it stays in and you as agar ke andar leke gaya, it doesn't break your fast. If there is blood in your mouth, does that break your fast? Now people get confused in 2 rulings. One of the ruling is for wudu. One is the ruling for breaking fast. Wudu ruling is that how much blood came out from in your mouth, because you don't know. What breaks your wudu? When blood starts flowing in your body, starts flowing. But inside your mouth, how do you know blood came out that much? It started flowing. Then scholar says spit and see the saliva. If it's reddish, if it's red, it came out that much that it started flowing. But if your saliva is only yellowish or white, that means it did not come out that much blood, so that won't break your wudu. But what goes with the fast? No matter how much blood came out from your mouth, no matter how much blood was coming out from your mouth, as long as it did not go in your throat or beyond your throat, that won't break your fast. And you can feel if it's gone in your throat. No matter how much you tasted your blood in your mouth, as long as it has not gone in your throat, it won't break your fast. While fasting, someone started eating or drinking forgetfully, but as soon as he realized, he spits it out. Is his fast valid or no? And I gave you golden rule before. Golden rule is forgetfully you done something, and one is by mistakenly, unknowingly you done something. Here, the person started eating forgetfully. In forgetfulness, he started eating. So no matter how much he has eaten, मैं कितने बार पहले 2 रोजे मुझे याद है, last Ramadan, I always tell my madrasa, kids as well. I don't know why the guy did. In Ramadan, someone left the jalebi box downstairs. Last Ramadan, and I finished my speech. I was fasting. I went downstairs and I saw a jalebi box. Sweet is my weakness. I picked the box up and went in office, manager's office. Now whole management is sitting in front of me, counting money. Uncle Qurban was there, our manager Ikhlaq Bhai was there, and I'm sitting there. They all are fasting, I'm fasting, I'm eating jalebi. No one told me that stop eating jalebi. I think I had 4 to 5 lache, proper 4 to 5. After that, I realized that, I'm fasting, how come you never told me? So, forgetfulness, in forgetfulness, if you have eaten something, it won't break your fast. Or drank water, or you or roti, whatever you done, it's not gonna break your fast. Forgetfulness. Does having wet dream or backbiting breaks your fast? Wet dream or by backbiting, it does not break your fast. Even the Rasulullah the hadith of Rasulullah that Rasulullah is talking to Sahaba, he says, Sahaba, your fast is like a shield. It stops the fire of hell coming towards you. On the day of Judgment, it will stop you. So some people, they rip that shield off. And Sahaba said, how can someone break the shield? How can someone rip that shield? Rasulullah said, through backbiting, through doing haram whilst you're fasting. Even though backbiting is haram outside the fasting month as well, while fasting, you do it is even more haram. While you are going through the worship all day long, while let's say you're doing a namaz, you're reading namaz, and you're doing something wrong, that's worse. Outside the namaz is bad as well. Right now you're fasting from Sahri to all the way to Maghrib, you're going through worship. Every second you're worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because you're not eating, you're fasting. Every second angels are writing sawab for you. Inshallah, when the month of Ramadan starts, I will only talk about the blessings of Ramadan, blessings of fasting. And there I will quote this ahadith, that what angels write for you whilst you're going through fasting. That's why whenever someone comes to me and say, can I leave fast? Even though no matter what reason, I always say, this guy doesn't know what fasting is. Even if I'm dying, I will fast. Reason why? Because I know what fast will do to you after your death. What fast does here even in this dunya as well. How much benefit it gives you. Anyways, so having wet dream, let's say after Sahri you went to sleep. And 9 a.m., 8 a.m. or 8 a.m., 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. before work you woke up and you realized you had wet dream, you won't break your fast. You go just take a bath and inshallah your fast is perfectly fine. Yeah, any other way if you ejaculate. One is sexual intercourse with your wife. One is what man can do haram way. You can understand that will break your fast. But if you're sleeping, that happen, naturally that happen. That won't break your fast. Backbiting, it does not break your fast. It will decrease the noor of your roza, but it won't break your fast. Person woke up just before Sahri time. Basically, this question is about, can we start our fast whilst going through major impurity? There are two kinds of impurities. One is minor impurity, when you have no wudu, you're going through minor impurity. One is major impurity, when ghusl becomes further upon you. So here the question is, person woke up just before Sahri time, fast starting time, and he realized that he has to take further ghusl. Can he or she start their fast in this major impurity? So, man wake up before Sahri time and he had wet dream or something. For husband and wife, they had sexual intercourse, but they did not take bath and they went to sleep. They woke up just before Sahri. Or woman was going through menstruation, bleeding, menstruation cycle, and she just woke up before Sahri. Now and she's clean now, blood has stopped. Can they start their fast in this condition? Yes, of course they can start their fast in this condition. If you think that I won't be able to complete my fast without eating because 18 hours roza fast, then go eat first and then go and take bath. But what our scholar says, in fard ghusl there are 3 fards. In fard ghusl there are 3 kind of ghusls: sunnah, mustahab and farz. Fard ghusl there are 3 fries in that. One is goggling your mouth properly. Water should go all over your mouth. Second is rinsing your nose. Water must go up to this hard bone. Right? Not that much. Just sniff in, just up to the hard bone. Third is flowing water all over your body. Every part of your body, every single hair of your body, water must flow. Now our scholar said, because in fasting, while you start your fast, you won't be able to do properly. Goggle your mouth or nose. Why? Because there are chances that water can go in. So what you can do is, before you go eat, just do 2 fards. Those 2 fards are goggle your mouth properly and rinse your nose properly. 2 fards are done. Now go and eat, and after that you can go and take bath. can do that. But let's say you woke up after Sahri, that doesn't mean that now you cannot goggle your mouth or nose. No, it's farz. You have to do it. But don't exaggerate though. Just put, wash your mouth and do your nose properly, and then it should be okay anyway. But you can start your fast in this condition. I'll tell you, next one. If you see someone is eating or drinking whilst fasting, do we have to remind him about his fast or let him eat? Rasulullah sallallahu hadith sharif. Prophet says, if you see someone is eating or drinking and you can see that he's weak, in our books he says he's old person. It got nothing to do with old person. He's weak, like young people, 15, 16 years old, 17 years old, they're going through some illness, but they still want to fast. Or some old person, you see he is very weak. Rasulullah, don't remind him. Don't remind him. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him forget this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was feeding him. So don't remind him, let him eat. Once he is reminded himself about it, whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds him, and then after that, he can stop eating, that's fine, that's okay. Or if you see that he has finished his food, after that you go and remind him, or you are fasting by the way. But if he's a healthy person, or the young boy, old person is healthy, it is wajib upon you, lazim upon you, remind him you're fasting. Or if someone is weak, don't remind him, let him eat. Can spouses hug and kiss each other while fasting? ਹੁਣ ਮੁਸਕਾਟ ਆਈਏ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਚਿਹਰਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਦੀਆਂ ਛੁੱਟੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ because I get this question a lot, especially in Ramadan. Imam Saab, I was in kitchen making food just before Iftari. My husband came from work and he hugged me. And मैं उन्हें तिक्का मार के परा किया रोज़ा भरना ही. So while fasting, can spouses, girlfriend, boyfriend ते कर नहीं ना सकते. ये ना girlfriend, boyfriend ते रख लो. That's haram anyway. Right? So can spouses, husband and wife, hug and kiss each other? Of course they can. Golden rule. What I gave you first day, last Jumah. What breaks your fast? What breaks your fast? Eating, drinking, smoking. These break your, or sexual intercourse, properly sexual intercourse. That will break your fast. Not hugging and kissing. Yeah. If you know you are a weak person and you know if I hug my wife or I kiss my wife, things are going to go to the next stage. Even hugging and kissing is going to be makruh. It's going to be well makruh. Right? Stay away. So both hugging and kissing, you can't do that. Pura meena fir aime tusi duri rehna. I don't want to go to the next stage, so that's fine. That's okay. So you can hug and kiss each other. Acha ji, now I'm going to give you a golden rule. I always give golden rules are basically very simple rules. Once you know those rules, you can judge yourself. Have I broken my fast? Have I broken my namaz? Does this breaks your fast? Zakat, do I have to pay zakat on those 10 cars which are parked in my driveway? So these all are golden rules I give. Now here the golden rule is, there are 3 passageways in your body. Now remember this. There are 3 passageways in your body. Rasulullah, I've called them mafawid. Mafawid is basically big holes. Big holes. Through those 3 holes, if something goes in your body, that will break your fast. Any other hole, anything goes in, it won't break your fast. Okay? What are the other holes? Like your skin pores. When you take bath, you feel coolness, isn't it? Why you're feeling coolness? Because water is going in, it's absorbing inside your skin and going inside your body. Right? Through your eyes as well. Eyes have holes. Inshallah, we'll talk about all this. But let me give you first those 3 big holes. 3 passageways that anything goes in, that will break your fast. So 3 passageways are mouth. Of course, mouth. One is nose. When you are ill, going through some sickness, you are in hospital, then you cannot eat food. They put pipe in your nose. Through nose, they're giving you food or whatever is going in. Okay? So one is mouth, one is nose, one is back passage. Either back passage or front passage for, of course, women. Anything goes in through these passageways, that will break your fast because they give you medicine as well sometimes through your back passageway. So if that goes all the way to your stomach, all the way to digestive system, that will break your fast. So these are 3 passageways. Now, next, can eye drops or ear drops be used whilst fasting? There you go. Now we're going to use that golden rule that only through these 3, the rules I gave you, 3 big holes, anything goes in, that breaks your fast. Eye drops and ear drops. Does that break your fast? They don't break your fast. Eye drops, if you see, there's a very small hole in the corner of your eye. very small hole. If you put in an eye drops, you can feel the taste in your throat. In fact, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's time, anyone wanted to put surma, they said, why, okay, that's fine, you can put surma in your eyes. Kohl, I think kohl they say, in your eyes. Rasulullah, even if you see the blackish, when you spit and you see the blackish in your saliva, still your roza is valid. Through that, our scholar says that in the case of, you need to take medicine or something, you can put eye drops in your eyes, even though the eye drops are going in your throat, but it's not going through big holes. Why? Because that small hole comes under skin pores. Just like taking bath is fine and water is going in, absorbing inside the skin through pores. Same goes with this hole as well. This hole doesn't come under mafawid, what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam have mentioned. So you can use ear drops and you can use eye drops as well. Now in our books it's written totally opposite. In our books, old books, of course, science wasn't that advanced at that time. See how our Islam is advanced? It works with science. That it says before science wasn't that advanced, it says that there is passage between your ears and your throat. So anything goes in ear, it will break your fast. But there is no passageway between your eyes and your throat. So anything goes in ear and your eyes won't break your fast. But it's actually opposite. There is passage through your eyes and throat, but there is no passageway through your ears and your throat. But still, if you put anything in ear, even if it goes in your throat, it won't break your fast. Reason why? Because that small hole in your ear, that doesn't come under mafawiz. Only 3 big holes. Through those 3 holes, anything goes in, that goes to your stomach, straight to your stomach. That will break your fast. Ear drops and eye drops won't break your fast. I think there's going to be lens as well. Yeah, next one. Can we wear contact lenses in fast? Yes, of course. Ear drops, some big drop is coming in, to 1 or 2 or 3 drops. Contact lenses, perfectly fine. That's okay. Even though there's a little bit, liquid on it, very little liquid on it. Still, if you put in, and even though if it's going in, still it won't break your fast. Same rule. That this eye hole, it does not come under the big holes. So if through this hole anything goes in your throat, it won't break your fast. What will break your fast? If anything goes in your body through big 3 holes, your mouth, your nose, and back passage. The contact lenses you can wear whilst fasting. Does injection break your fast? So there are 3 kind of injections. Intravenous injection, which goes in your veins. Intramuscular injection, which goes in your muscles. And the next one is articular. Intra-articular injection, which goes not in your bones but in your joints. Any kind of injection, no matter what injection, it does not break your fast. Reason? Same rule. Because you are giving injection to yourself through pores, it's going in your veins. So any injection when you give to your body, it never ends up in your digestive system. It does give you strength. Medically, however, it's giving you strength. Either it's going in your muscles, or it's going in your veins, or in joints. It's not ending up in your digestive system. Same goes with bath as well. When you start feeling weakness in your roza or whenever, just take bath, you start feeling fresh. Reason why? Water is absorbing inside the skin and is giving you strength. Then taking bath will be illegal as well, invalid as well in your whilst you fasting. Same goes with injection. If you're taking injection, it won't break your fast no matter what kind of injection is, because it's not ending up in your digestive system. Plus, nothing is going in your body through these big holes, mouth, nose, and back passage. Any other way, anything goes inside your body, it won't break your fast. Or drips as well. When you put drip in and you take in strength, whatever they're giving you, because it's not going through those 3 holes, it will not break your fast. But what our scholar says, because there's a difference of opinion. Because of course, end of the day, you're taking strength through those injections, and something medicine is going in. So our scholar says, Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat, one on one side and other one on the other side. One says you should not be taking, one says you can take. So our scholar says, let's take the middle way. What's that? If doctor says you cannot complete your fast without taking this injection, then you can take this opinion of taking injection. And other one is doctor says yes, you can complete your fast without taking injection, like you can take one before Sahri and one after Iftari, and middle of the day you will be okay, perfectly fine. Now you cannot take injection middle of the day. Why? Because doctor says it is not majburi, you don't have to take, then you don't take any mazina lande raho. No, can't take that. Any injection, insulin or whatever it is, can take that if doctors are saying you have to. Next one, You have a dentist appointment. For example, you're having your teeth cleaned, fillings, or even a tooth taken out. Can you fast in that day? Now, remember, when they clean your teeth, it's only cleaning process is going on. Decay they're taking out, dirt they're taking out. It's not very important. When can you leave your fast? When doctor says, "Tu mar jana pai hai, environment tu leave that," or something is going to happen to you. You're going to lose your, let's say that whatever the wound is there or whatever the illness you're going through is going to heal very late, or you're going to get appointment after 3-4 months, and it's very bad for your health as well. Then you can leave your fast. Otherwise, it's only appointment for dentist appointment. What they're going to do anyway? Check your teeth. All fine. That's fine. That's okay. You have to, postpone your appointment and take it some other time, because when they open your mouth and do all the hoovering stuff is going on, water is going in your body inside your mouth, and your mouth is open. To stop the water going in your throat, you have to close your mouth, like to stop the water. You cannot close your mouth. When you cannot close your mouth, of course, water is going to go in. A little bit does go in. If it goes in, of course, it's going to break your fast. So you have to postpone your doctor appointment. It's not important. Yeah, if doctor says, "Tu mar jana bhai, tu dand na sidhe karaye, te tonu kuch ho jana," तो चलो ठीक है, फिर तुसी करा लो. मरदा कोई भी नहीं दंदा नाल. लोकां दे बत्ती ते बत्ती उड़े होंदे. बत्ती होंदे, चौंती होंदे. बत्ती होंदे. अच्छा, next one. If sweat or tears enter your mouth, does that break your fast? Some people, they don't even leave, they exercise whilst fasting in the daytime. So if you're running on treadmill, the sweat goes in on your mustache and the sweat goes in your mouth. If it's only 1 or 2 drops and you felt that saltness in your mouth, it won't break your fast. But if it's a lot of saltness you felt in your mouth and it went in your throat, you felt, yeah, definitely went in your throat, of course it will break your fast. But it's makruh. Don't do that. Stop, running, do jog or something. Something like that, very light exercise is doing, like let's say 40k a day, go drop down to 20k. Do exercise, keep your muscles all get used to of that all month. But after that, you can do heavy exercise. In this case, in the month of Ramadan, drop your sets, drop your weights, and then you just carry on. Keep your muscles keep coming as well. Is it permitted to taste the food? Is it permitted to taste the food which you are cooking whilst fasting? So this mas'ala is for, let's say, chefs, head chefs, for wives. Head chef, he knows I can't get no days off in month of Ramadan and I have to taste the food because my job depends on that. Because food is going out, I have to taste food. Or for that woman whose husband's fusées are very small, right? Salt is something else, salt is more, or there are more spices, and whenever he comes home, he's going to start fighting, and things going to go to again abusive manner, or he's going to start abusing you either verbally, or he's going to start abusing you physically, or things going to go to divorce, or even they're not going to go to divorce, but he's going to start abusing you. For that woman or for that job, you can't taste your food. What is the meaning of tasting food? Tasting food यानी अद्धी रोटी खा जो. नहीं समझ नहीं लगने लगी यार. ठहर जा कुड़िए, ठहर जा. अद्धी रोटी कद्दी हो. No, you don't taste food means that's taste. खाना पूरा अड्डा लुमका नहीं लेना. Right? So tasting food, taste and out from your mouth. You tasting anything goes in your throat, it breaks your fast. So that is called tasting your food, not eating. So these only people can taste. Basically, anyone going through any extreme condition, and they can taste food. If they are not going through extreme condition, their tasting is going to be makruh as well. ठीक है जी. अगर कुर्बान साहब माशाल्लाह जिदा मतलब होता है छोड़ दे माइक.